So as I said in previous videos, now that the game has been revealed, we are going to have a plethora of leaks, probably up until launch, even probably after that, till the next Combat Pack DLCs, etc. come out. But nonetheless, we have two new leaks, sorta, kinda, sorta. One I'm like, it's not true, please don't be true, but I think it's just trolling us. Game Rant posted that a rumor claims that Megan Fox and Travis Scott could be joining Mortal Kombat 1 as DLC characters, or maybe as character skins. Huh? The only reason I'd ever want Megan Fox in Mortal Kombat is if she's playing either her character from Transformers, because that means we have Transformers that'd be as cameos, or she's playing April from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we also get them in the game. That's the only reason I'd ever want her in the game, ever. Other than that, hit the road. Travis Scott, nah, I don't need any of that. So let's get that leak out of the way. That one is a no-go. But the one I really wanted to focus on for this video is supposedly a major story detail has been leaked by a very reputable insider. I've already covered some of his leaks on this channel so far. I'm referring to R50R. This is from Reddit. And I won't go into all the details about how this leak came about per se. I'll post a link down in the comments down below so you can read it yourself. But Captain Mashup, who has posted leaks before on Reddit, I guess this is supposedly how the story goes from Captain Mashup's, this is him saying this, that he, I guess, has been private messaging R50R for details about the game, and I guess he decided to share those details with people that he would trust, and then those people shared with other people, and then it got out. Supposedly that's the case, and supposedly these details are possibly true, and from another Realm Studios employee. Supposedly that's the story. So Captain Mashup decided to go ahead and post the leak since he already knows it's going to get out, and he wanted to kind of give a disclaimer as to how it came about and, you know, etc. So, like I said, I'll post that down below so you can read it yourself, the full post, but the bulk of what I want to talk about was going to be the leak itself, because while it's not a whole lot, it does say very much from where the story might be going. So, this says, about the leak, I'll say that the story has zero to do with anything that would lead to the Kombat Kids. It's more focused in general rather than going down 20 different storylines to converge upon the conflict. For my information, there is no Kombat Kids at all. I'll give you the part of the script that references them. Many of y'all in the comments below have been talking about, you know, Cassie Cage and where the Kombat Kids are. I didn't personally think it made sense to have them in the game, since it's kind of like a recreated universe that Liu Kang has done, maybe kind of resetting the timeline. But let's kind of get going. So, this is the script. Fight 68 protagonist cameo Liu Kang versus a random opponent 5. And it says MK12_193 existing or Extension Titan Shang Tsung's Pyramid Day. Taunt protagonist the evil Kombat Kids charged on the stairs. Dark takes on Cassie, Jackie, Takeda, and Kungjin. As they close in on the protagonist, Titan Kitana arrives. Titan Kitana to protagonist, allow me. Snapping open her fans, Titan Kitana charges ahead, moving like a whirling dervish. She cuts down the Kombat Kids. Blood flies as dismembered body parts roll down the pyramid. Protagonist runs up to Kitana's side. So it appears there are some form of their models, but I would be surprised by this if it led to a fully fleshed out character design for them. And it gives the dates of when this was sent and then when it was first read. So very, very interesting here, because you know, I've been seeing people talk online about where this obviously would kind of, I guess, play into where in Shang Tsung at the end of Aftermath and his ending, where he is basically kind of in control of everything, and he has some of the Earthrealmers like Fujin, and well, he has like some of the gods like Raiden and Fujin under his control, but he has, I guess, maybe possibly other people under his control, possibly these the Kombat Kids, and they're basically doing his bidding because he's the god and the Titan. You know, he's the one in control. So then we're kind of combining that with, you know, where Liu Kang redoes his universe and he's in control, and possibly Kitana is up there with him working as a team. And so that's kind of would go with that kind of story. So it's very, very interesting. I don't know why. I guess in some cases they're kind of used like the Revenants. I guess that's the best way to kind of make that seem like it play out. I don't know if that's a really good use of them. I guess if it was more, you know, I don't really see this as like a playable scene. I think this would be like more like a cinematic cutscene or something. Like, you know, maybe if this is like, for some reason, Shang Tsung's character gets in control of something and, you know, this kind of plays out. I don't know this would really be like a playable moment. Now, it's possible. It says cameo, so maybe that during this time, maybe we battle these characters for a little bit. You know, I'm not really sure how they're going to go about it, but that's a very interesting snippet that was leaked. I don't know why that specific one, unless, you know, I think in Captain Mashup, he had been talking about what's going on with the Kombat Kids. That's why R50R basically gave him this information. So, you know, kind of do with it what you will. I know a lot of people also in the forum were really kind of confused as to, is this possibly really is this the same guy? It just didn't really seem like him, I guess is what they were saying. He seems more to not really disclose these kind of details like this. And I guess they're also confused because he won't disclose details about the roster, but he'll disclose details about the script or the story. So I can kind of see where that would kind of lead to some confusion, even though Captain Mashup has said that this is the same person that we're used to reading Insider Scoop from. So, what do you think about this leak? What do you think about possibly having the Kombat Kids back in the game in some form of fashion? Do you want the Kombat Kids back in there? We've seen leaks where Takeda has been listed. I just don't know what the real purpose of them would be in the game if they're not going to be playable characters. I just don't understand why you would do that. If they are no part of the story other than just to be killed off. Now I know that we've had that happen in previous Mortal Kombat games, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's kind of a waste. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. That's it for this video, guys. Enjoy that like button. If you want more videos, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time on the Mashup.